Guys, welcome back. Flaming Chicken here. We actually had a winner, Rage Optic. He's actually in the US, so we've set his thing up. We'll be mailing that out. Now, this giveaway, in a sense, is just as good. In the fact that, these are some pretty cool stickers. The issue we're going to have, so I use standard US mailing, is getting these to whoever wins without being beat up. I'm going to do my best. Yeah. So to win this one, real simple. We got Rayquaza, Mewtwo, and Genesect. Just in the comments, go ahead and write which one you think is the best and why. Whether it's based on the show, the movies, the cards, anything. We'll just go with it. So, which one's your favorite or which one you think is the best. It doesn't be that. It can be whatever. On top of that, and there's a little bit of extra. I'll try and fit it in. I try and fit as much as I can into standard USPS mail. We'll add these Pokemon play counters. They won't come in the bag, but they'll come in the mailing envelope. Just a little extra stuff. So you got those play counters, and you've got those 3 pretty good stickers. If no one's interested, I'll post them somewhere else, maybe around the studio, maybe on the back of some cards. But without further ado, moving on to PSA Quest for 100, we are coming to a close. This will be 5 more, and that will give us 25 left to go. However, because the PSA is being super slow with our first set of 15 we sent in, we'll probably break 100 just for economic sake and for videos. We'll just keep going. So if you're new to this series, this is where we go over cards that, the condition, we're guessing what they should be. We'll get, more knowledge based on this for when to send cards in the PSA, like what we should send in. If you aren't tracking, PSA is the most stringent of all the card services. They're more stringent than BGS. BGS is very lenient compared to PSA. Like a PSA 6 is like a BGS 8.5. So it's really hard to get PSA grades. So if you see a PSA 9 for the same price as a BGS 9, buy the PSA 9. And if the price is good, buy the BGS 9 too while you're at it. I'm really into, all Pokemon cards, but I'm really specifically into PSA cards / BGS cards. I think the way they come sealed and packaged and labeled and graded is just really cool. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start. We're going to start with a heavy hitter. We're going to start with, you'll see. We are starting with, and it's not a joke series this time. It's not going to be Diglett. It's a fairly good condition Blastoise. I believe this is the one from my personal set, I believe. It's not one that I bought. I can't tell you, to be honest. I've gone through so many Blastoises already. So there's service wear in the hollow, which is kind of strange that it's specifically the hollow. Like, it doesn't seem to have scratches outside. I know I mentioned earlier that, like, the hollow foil from the base cards scratches off really easily, which is why they end up being worth so much more when they're graded, because if they're graded well, they're like great PSA saying, hey, this card survived the ages, and these are hard cards to keep well anyways, and kids play with them all the time, hence me. Other than that, some stuff at the bottom, but it's mainly just surface wear on the hollow foil. I use Blastoise in a few games, but I didn't use them too much. So there is some consistent whiting along the edges, and it looks like there's some sort of crease here, which I've never noticed. So this probably isn't mine. I hope it's not. Well, it's my card now, but I hope it's not the one that I had over the ages. I was hoping I was just going to have the whiting. That crease right there is a pretty big hit. I'm willing to bet, PSA 5 to 6. It's all dependent on how the grades are going to be when they come back from that first 15. We may, depending on research and stuff and which card is which and what the grade's going to be, we may have to go back and pull things from this list. We are sending some things in that probably aren't worth being PSA rated at the moment, but we'll see if we pull the trigger on that when it comes down to time. I am probably still going to send those 5 Digletts, though. If you aren't tracking, Shadowless Digletts, Shadowless any card's a big deal. Shadowless First Edition's even bigger. And then, like Vintage Pokemon 100 Brothers mentioned, if it's an Air one, which I need to go back and look, not specifically at those, but at some other Digletts I have. I have Army of Digletts, who doesn't? There's some error cards, and look out for the errors and misprints. They're worth sometimes more than anything. So moving on, this card's really clean. I had it in some previous videos, but not, not in the PSA Quest 100 yet. Frogadier Shining, wonderful hollow foil. I love the hollow foil they use for the Shining series for these cards. Super, super cool surface, clean surface, just great card. Getting to the back. Doesn't seem to have any whiting. Well, I guess there's a little nick up top. It's a little bit weird. It's like it gets wider as it goes to the right at the top. Little itty bitty nick at the top. I guess that will pull it out of the 10s, but we're going to guess 9 to 10 because it is in tiny, tiny, tiny nick. In fact, it might just be a piece of dirt. PSA will confirm that, they're going to... I want to say they cleaned the... Yeah, it's just a piece of dirt, guys. I'm removing it now. So, 9 to 10, hopefully 10. If there's no reason why it shouldn't get a 9, it may not get a 10 because of that top centering, but hey, beautiful card. Ooh, don't put it just like that. Alright, and then moving on to another Shining series. So this is also from the same not pack, but eBay buy I got. It's fantastic eBay buy coming into a Shining Ralts. I've never seen this Pokemon besides on the cards recently when I was going through it. I don't know how to pronounce them. Ralts. Same thing. Just very clean, wonderful. That hollow pattern is awesome. I wish they would take cards from base set and do a whole nother set and do it with this insane hollow pattern. I think that would really celebrate the series. Is doing is taking the same cards, I guess upping their stats like it did several times for evolutions and others, but actually changing the hollow background would be cool. I mean, technically they did for base set to base set 2, because base set 2 it's more dots instead of stars, while base set 1 is more stars. So looking at the back, clean. Centering's even better than the other one. Although I guess to the right it's a little thicker, but I don't think that's going to throw it off too much. I'm guessing 9 to 10. Let me know what you think. Just start heading out. Put that in that. Sorry. So yeah, 2 awesome cards. Should be high grades. They're not the most valuable cards, but they're great condition cards, and they deserve to be, if you don't know, I have a big feeling on, how people treat cards. Oof, this one might be pulled out. Damn. So, a Jungle Victory Bell. To me, Victory Bell Jungle was the epitome of Jungle, because it was a plant, and it was a big old plant, scary plant, too. But you can see there's some serious surface scratches. I think this is one that I actually own, because I played Victory Bell a lot as a kid. And he's got a bunch of other silvering on the front, and you can't really see it, get the lighting just right. But he's got scratches that dig into, you can see it right as the light passes by. He's got scratching right there on the front surface. How's his back? Ironically, his back is pretty clean. There's a neck here. There is some surface scratching, but whiting-wise, there isn't a lot, which makes this really weird for me to grade. There is a lot of surface wear, though, but not whiting. That's really interesting. That's really strange, guys. Like, for those that are new, that's, like, nearly impossible to have a card that has such obvious wear and then 0 whiting on the back like that. I wonder why that was. Regardless, I don't know if I'm going to send it in. I'll write it down, my guess, and we'll probably have to retroact this one. As I said, I've got more cards. We're probably going to break 100 before we even send them in. I'd say 4 to 5. I'm going to put 4 to 6. I doubt it's a 6, but it's weird. And the reason why it's weird, guys, you have to understand. Not having whiting makes it really strange. So, like, the standards talk a lot about whiting, and the fact that it doesn't have it makes that really weird. So I don't know. We might send it in just for the loss, just for the lesson learned for everybody on the YouTube channel. Let me know. Oh man, this one was in better condition too, but I guess not as much. It's not as beat up. So coming in with a classic. Um, Once again, I was mentioning it's funny. Scyther's like a assassin dinosaur Pokemon. His bug Pokemon. His head looks like a dinosaur to me. They really should give him like an element. I think it'd be like a top notch thing to where like his swords are like lightning swords or flaming swords. Like him and Kabutops, they don't really have, yeah, they're elemental. He's nature, and Kabutops is fighting type, but really they should give him like a cool element upgrade as an attack or something. Um, so yeah, right at the bat, his hollow foil is decent. I know y'all heard me say, "Oh man, he's got." You can see the silvering just as I do it along the edge. It's not the worst thing in the world. He's got some nicks on the bottom. Yeah, he's got some solid nicks. Not nicks, but silvering here and there. But his back is fairly clean. I wouldn't say 9, but I'm gonna be optimistic. He's got some wear here on the back. I'm gonna say 7 and 9. I know I'm coming into where like I usually do one grade difference. I just did 2 grade differences for 2 different cards, but you have to understand until those 15 come in, it's really hard for me to assess cards properly. So yeah, that is PSA Quest for 100. We have another giveaway going. If y'all disagree with the giveaway, um, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I want to do giveaways that y'all are interested in. If you want better prizes, help us reach subs. We have a pretty decent giveaway plan for 100 subs. We did a pretty decent giveaway when we hit 50 subs, and then we dropped after that. I don't know why. So we're not doing a 50 sub giveaway. But help us reach sub after sub, and we have a 100 sub giveaway plan. We have a 150 sub giveaway. We usually do our decent giveaways every 50 subs, and we have a big prize planned for 1,000 subs. If you haven't heard, we have a misprint, first edition. I believe it's Koga's Beedrill Hollow. So that's our giveaway for 1,000 subs. It's misprint because it has the red dot. It's first edition and it's hollow. It's not in perfect condition, of course, but it is a good card. It is a collectible. Help us reach those goals. But yeah, remember our giveaway and follow the rules. Thanks. Bye.